There's a moment right before you break, when your body whispers what your mind refuses to hear. That was my moment. Now it's yours.
Hope you're doing well. JJ-the-CPA here. Wanted to let you know what's going on in this video in case you stumble across it, but this is part of a series. And what I'm doing here is reading to you word for word my book, Reverse Thinking Required. And it's my story of a stroke, and really, how did I recover? But this is not a medical book. It's all about what I had to do from going to eating with my hands, not able to do simple math, and how I had to reinvent. I had to reverse my thinking to recover as well as then continue to live, and all the changes I made in my practice. So with this, love it for you to go through the journey with me. Each video will be a different chapter, and there is a playlist where you can find all the chapters. And as I release them, I'll keep adding it to the playlist. So without further ado, here we go. Let's read, shall we? Chapter 2, what is it going to take? I'm home from the hospital and everything feels different. Not just my body, though I still can't shake the fog in my head, but my mindset too. Sitting on the couch with Amanda, everything hits me at once. I know she's worried about me, about my health, about what this all means for our future. She doesn't say it, but I can feel it. I'm worried too. How am I going to take care of my clients? How am I going to make a living if this isn't something I recover from? The questions swirl around in my mind, and I can see Amanda wants answers as much as I do. But we both know there's no quick fix. As I sit there, staring at the walls of my home, the weight of everything settles in. For the first time, I realize I've been doing this all wrong. I've put everything, my practice, my clients, my work, above my own health for so long. I didn't even see it happening. But now, here I am. What's it going to take? How far do you have to go before you decide to make a change? And what does that change look like? I ask myself these questions over and over. Do you have to be on a hospital bed, unable to remember how to say two numbers backward? Do you have to feel your body betraying you, unsure if you'll ever get it back? Do you have to be sitting in your living room, looking at your family, wondering if you'll ever be around to take care of them? It is going to take something like this for you to make a change. Because let me tell you, you don't want to wait until you're here. I look at Amanda and she's talking, but sometimes I forget what she's even saying or that she's even there. It's strange and terrifying. But I'm realizing I've already forgotten things, forgotten moments. I can't remember her sitting beside me, can't even remember half the things we talked about last week. My brain just wipes them away. The fog is so thick, I start to question everything. What if I can't come back from this? What if my mind doesn't recover? How will I take care of my clients? How will I take care of myself, my family? The neurologist's words still echo in my mind. No more overtime. Not ever. It's not just about this tax season, it's about every tax season to come. I can't afford to keep doing things the way I have been. The thought haunts me. We take about a week. I stay home just trying to find my footing again. Then, about 2 weeks later, with the doctor's approval, we drive to Hochatown, our favorite place in southeast Oklahoma. It's quiet there, away from everything, a cabin in the woods. It feels like exactly what I need. Out there, I don't even turn my phone on. We take things one step at a time, one small activity a day. One day we take a walk. The next day we play checkers. The day after that, cards. That's about all the energy I can muster. And every day we talk about what comes next. What changes do I need to make? What expectations do I need to redefine? Then it comes to me. I can't keep living the way I have been. I have to make changes in my practice. I have to redefine how I work. I'm going to have to cut back on hours for good. No more overtime. No more late nights. No more weekends. But then the next big question hits me. How? When we get home, I sit down and start to make a list. I write down the clients I think I need to keep. And let me tell you, that list looks long, too long. But these are the clients that pay me the most money, the big clients, the ones that have been with me for 25 years, the ones who make up the bulk of my practice. How can I just let them go? Amanda and I spend days talking through what I need to do. What was sustainable? She helps me see things I can't see on my own, that my business doesn't have to own me, that I can reshape it, reverse engineer it to fit my life, not the other way around. I sit down with Amanda and a close friend to go through the list. My friend looks at the list and says, "That's a list of clients you want to keep if you could keep anyone you wanted, but you're not capable of keeping everyone. Your time is limited. Your hours are limited. You don't have the luxury of keeping every client just because they pay you a lot or have been loyal for years." And it stings. It's like a punch in the gut. But my friend is right. Panic thrums in my chest. What's it going to take for me to get through this? I have a client that pays me $50,000 a year. Naturally, I have to keep them, right? But my friend says something that shakes me. They tell me, if you lose that one big client, you're screwed. But if you keep 10 clients who make up that 50,000, you've got stability. Lose one of 10 and you're fine. Lose one big client and you're in trouble. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it makes sense. The bigger clients might be paying me more, but they're also the ones I don't respect. They're the ones that don't respect my boundaries. They call after hours, during vacations, on weekends, whenever they need something, and I've let them do that. That's not sustainable anymore. I look closer at these big clients and something else makes me pause. The clients who've been with me for 20, 25 years, they've gotten used to doing things a certain way, the wrong way. They wait until the last minute to send me their documents. They're the ones who show up at the deadline with a mess of papers and expect me to fix it. Why? Because I let them. For years, I let them dictate the terms. I accepted their habits, and now I'm the only one paying the price. It's not about loyalty anymore. I have to start thinking about myself. What's best for me? What kind of client fits my expectations? Not the other way around. There was one client in particular who I told you about earlier, a big player in real estate, paying me more than any other client that year, and yet he was the worst offender. He called on weekends, during holidays, whenever he needed something done. And I always answered, always said yes. That's the danger of big clients. When they say jump, you don't just ask how high. You've already put yourself in the air before they finish the sentence. And that is what he expected when he showed up at my house, unannounced, just days after my stroke, expecting answers. When we head back home from the wilderness, I know I need to make some decisions, big ones. I'm about a month out from the stroke now, and Thanksgiving is coming up fast. I need to finalize my list of clients by then, because after Thanksgiving, I'll start letting people know. This is it. There's no more time to delay. Putting myself first feels foreign, even wrong. For years, I've been programmed to believe that taking care of my clients came first, because without them, there was no business, no income. But now, for the first time in my life, I had to think about myself, my health, my future, and it was harder than I expected. It strikes me what I need to do. I need to reverse engineer my practice. This isn't just your typical reverse engineering where you think about how much money you want to make, then determine the number of clients you need to hit that number. This is much more important than that. Instead of thinking about what my clients expect from me, I have to start thinking about what I expect from them. I have to be my own advocate. It's a complete mindset shift. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and for the most of that time, I've let my clients set the rules. By now, if I want to survive, if I want to live, I have to change the rules. I start by redefining my expectations. What kind of clients do I want? I want clients who give me their information on time. Clients who respect that I don't work evenings or weekends. Clients who don't expect me to drop everything for them. And here's the thing. If I've been thinking this way from the beginning, I would have been much better off. It's like a fast food restaurant. Think of Chick-fil-A. They don't sell tacos or burgers or anything outside of their menu. They sell chicken. That's it. If you go there, it's because you want what they offer, not because you expect them to meet every need you have. That's how I need to approach my business. I'm not going to offer everything to every client. I'm going to offer what I'm good at, what I'm best at. And if that doesn't meet the client's needs, well, that's okay. They're not right then for me. It's not selfish, it's survival. And it's not just about time anymore. It's about my health. It's about boundaries. It's about making sure I'm still around for the next 30 years, not just the next 30 days. I need clients to fit my expectations. The decision becomes clearer the more I think about it. I know which clients aren't going to fit, the ones who expect too much, who don't respect my boundaries, who take advantage of my time and energy. They've got to go. Redefining my expectations isn't just about cutting hours, it's about reshaping my entire business to work for me, not the other way around. So I sit down, make my list, and decide. I'm not waiting anymore. I've got to advocate for myself. What's it going to take for you to do the same? What's it going to take for you to do the same? So again, I've got in these chapters what I just read, but then I've got these kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've got an action set of steps. So that's what I'm going to read now. Signs it's time to take control. At this point, it's clear. In order to sustain your health and your business, you need to redefine your expectations, not just for yourself, but for your clients. You can no longer operate based on what your clients want from you. Now it's about what you need from them. This shift in thinking is crucial to running a business that works for you, not against you. Here are a few signs it's time for you to take control. Number 1, your clients have no boundaries. Boundaries are essential if you want to protect your time, energy, and health. Some types of clients will always ask for more if you let them. And without clear limits, you'll find yourself working evenings, weekends, or even through illness just to keep up. It's time to establish firm boundaries. You get to decide when and how you're available to clients. And it's okay to say no when something doesn't fit within those parameters. Number 2, your clients aren't a good fit. Not every client is the right fit for your business. Even long-term, high-paying clients can become a liability if they don't respect your boundaries or contribute to your stress. As you redefine your practice, you need to evaluate each client and ask yourself if they truly align with your new expectations. Clients who respect your time, meet deadlines, and contribute positively to your business are the ones you should keep. Number 3, you're too caught up in client loyalty. Loyalty to your clients is important, but it can't come at the cost of your health. Many of us are conditioned to believe that long-standing clients deserve to stay with us no matter what. But if those clients no longer fit within the business model you need to survive, it's time to rethink that loyalty. Sustainability is the key to a long-term success. And that sometimes means letting go of clients who don't align with your goals for the future. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward taking control of your business and your life. It's not easy to set boundaries, evaluate long-term client relationships, or let go of loyalty that no longer serves you, but it's essential for your health and future. The shift from prioritizing client demands to putting your needs first is what will create sustainable, successful businesses that doesn't drain you. By taking control now, you're building a foundation that allows you to thrive in the long term, both professionally and personally. Action steps. Reviewing your client list. So here's what you need to do. If you want to take pen and paper out or in the book, it's a workbook. It's got lines that you can fill out. So reviewing the client list. Now that you've given some thought as to what it's going to take to build a business that's good for your health, it's time to take the first steps to implement these changes. Here's where you start. Number 1, consider your expectations. Before you start evaluating your clients, take time to think about what you need from your business. What kind of boundaries do you want in place? What are your expectations for the type of clients you work with and the hours you're available and the services you offer? Write down your non-negotiables. These are the expectations you must uphold to maintain a healthy balance between your work and personal life. Being clear on your own needs will make it easier to identify which clients fit and which don't. Number 2, make a client list based on your expectations. Take a moment to list all your clients and assess them against your new expectations. For each client, ask, do they consistently meet deadlines? Do they respect my work hours and not contact me during evenings or weekends? Do they pay without argument and on time? Do they treat your relationship with respect? Once you've answered these questions, separate your clients into 2 groups, those who meet your expectations and those who don't. This will be the foundation for deciding who stays and who goes. Number 3, consider your boundaries. Define what your boundaries look like moving forward. Consider the following. What are your ideal working hours and when are you available to clients? Will you allow after hours or weekend work? What types of tasks or requests are you no longer willing to take on? Write down your boundaries and make them clear to yourself first. Then prepare to communicate them clearly to your clients. Number 4, visit your client agreements. Review your existing client agreements to ensure they reflect your new expectations. If necessary, update them to include specific working hours and response times, any changes in the scope of services you're willing to provide, and payment terms and deadlines. Ensure these agreements are straightforward and reflect your need to maintain a sustainable, healthy business. If your contracts aren't clear on boundaries, now's the time to make those adjustments. Where do your contracts need to be more clear? As I sat there staring at the names on my list, I realized this was the moment. This wasn't just about making tough decisions. It was about choosing survival, my survival. It became clear that continuing down the same path with the same expectations that everyone else had of me wasn't an option anymore. The question now wasn't just, how do I make it through this tax season? It was, how do I make it through the next 30 years? I had to take control and redefine the terms of which I would operate. There was no more room for doubt, no more pushing off the decision for next tax season. The time had come to draw my line in the sand, to set boundaries that worked for me, and to surround myself with clients who respected that. This wasn't just about saving my business, it was about saving my life. And I knew if I didn't make these changes now, the price would be far greater than any one client could ever pay. Chapter 3 gets real. It's where I stop negotiating with myself and I start becoming my own advocate. And guess what? Until you can be, I'm going to be your advocate. So continue on. Chapter 3, you've got links everywhere in the body, here at the end. Let's continue together.
Boundaries aren't walls, they're clarity. This is where your time begins and where chaos ends. Reverse thinking required.